I could not see it coming, and I was wrong. It's amazing. I mean, I just couldn't see that the same organisation that gave it to Qatar in 2022 and where we got, was it, one vote out of 45 for that one, and we would win this one. I think probably COVID helped a lot, that in terms of you looking at where in the world has stable politically and is basically, at the moment, COVID-free is Sydney. That was us, so that must have worked. Can I say one quick whinge? Because I got a lot of it from a lot of soccer people that were absolutely outraged, and rightly so, that England, mighty England, you know, in terms of where they cast their vote, they don't go for us, you know, Commonwealth nation, all that. Prince William, patron of the, or president of the... No, it's a serious point, and I say this as chair of the Australian Republic movement. Mate, you want to be the King of Australia down the track, 20, 30, 40 years... Any chance that you might lend your voice, your weight to saying...
Help a mate out.
Well, but quite seriously, it shows the... Camera one on me, it shows the absurdity, the ludicrousness of having our future king on the side against us to say go to Colombia, not to Australia.
By the way, this is also positive news, OK? It's positive that we've actually got the World Cup, OK? So you've got that off your chest, because this is, as Kath said... It's a great announcement for sport in this country. And to me, I thought it was interesting just watching those highlights again. We didn't actually hear that New Zealand co-host as well. Yeah. It was the winner is... Australia, yes. And it was like... So it's terrific for sport in this country. And I saw it with the Women's World Cup, 86,000 out the MCG earlier this year. The work is going to have to start now, though, for our bid to get the people there.
So very true. Hey, let's bring in someone who was riding that roller coaster big time Thursday night into Friday morning, and that is Matilda herself, Kaya Simon. Kaya, great to have you here. Quite a birthday present for you, turning 29 on Thursday. And this is, as you heard from Kath and the gang here, massive for the sport. You must be over the moon.
Yeah, early birthday present for me. It was my one wish, so I'm glad that I got that one. Yeah, I mean, it's just an amazing moment, I think, for Australian sport, for... women's football, for women's sport in the country. I think all round this is a huge moment, and yeah, it was definitely an emotional roller coaster, and I'm glad that we could say that we were successful and really look forward to 2023.
Kaya, it's still 3 years away, but given it's on home soil, there's always that extra pressure to perform. Is everything now that the Matildas do going to be leading towards that moment?
Yeah, well, look, we've got a massive 3 years coming up. We've got the Olympics, obviously, next year. We've got Asian Cup the year after, and then we've got 2023 World Cup. So usually we'd have a down year in between that, but now it's full steam ahead. We've got 3 massive major tournaments coming up, so we couldn't have any better preparation. And with everyone sorting out their club future right now, I think with the COVID stuff, I think it's going to be a great preparation lead into this. And like you said, there's huge... I guess, pressure being on home soil. But again, you have that home team advantage, stadium packed of green and gold, and what better way to push you on than a home crowd?
Kaya, you played in the 2011 World Cup, 2015. You missed last year with injury. How tough is it going to be for spots for 2023, for the people who are ageing a little bit in the squad? Because I bet there's going to be a lot of women out there looking to make that squad. And secondly, we're 7th at the moment in the world in the rankings. Can we win it?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm always going to back the team I'm a part of, and there's, I think we've got a good group of players right now who have played so much international football. We've got a lot of caps under our belt and so much international experience. So I think if we were to be in the best position that we could ever be in, it would be leading into this 2023 World Cup. Every player, I'm sure, is going to be doing all they possibly can in their power to be in the best peak condition of their career, and if they need to hold on an extra year or so to ensure themselves to be there and potentially make that World Cup, then I'm sure everyone's going to be doing that.
Kaya, is there a 17-year-old or an 18-year-old perhaps who you'd care to name for us to look out for, to say in 3 years she is going to be the one?
I haven't been able to see too much of our junior players coming through, to be honest. I mean, we have Ellie Carpenter, who's the youngest player of our squad, and then a few players on the brink in the W League. So if there were players to really show themselves and show what they can do in a domestic kind of standard and level, I think it would be to watch the W League and see the players coming through. I think that's really our platform to bring players, Australian-based players, through the ranks to give themselves the best opportunity in 2023 to be a part of that squad.
Kai, one of the real perks of hosting a World Cup, New Zealand and Australia don't have to go through the qualifying process. Guaranteed a spot. That must be nice knowing that you don't have to be going that nervous road all the way up to 2023.
Yeah, for us, we're in obviously the Asian Confederation now, so our qualifications are always, I guess so much high pressure and really tough to get through. So now we've got the luxury of already, pre-qualifying us in New Zealand. So it definitely takes that pressure off and we can just set our sights on the World Cup and do that all we possibly can in our power, in our preparation to make sure that we're really hitting our straps and ready to go on home soil in 2023.
Exciting times in Australian sport and for football in particular. Well done on the birthday and the celebrations on Friday morning, Kai, and we look forward to watching your journey leading up to 2023.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Matilda Kai-Simon, what a champion she is joining us here on Sports Sunday. Peter?
Mark, I thought of one more whinge.
Yes.
A lot of people are saying, this is a victory for the New South Wales government stadium policy. Actually, no. The final's going to be played at the Olympic Stadium, at this Olympic Stadium that they wanted to knock down because, it's too... And then they wanted to spend $800 million turning it from an oval to a rectangle.
But you got your way. Why are you still whinging about it?
FIFA has looked at it and said, actually, that stadium is good enough to host a World Cup final. Case closed. Thank you. No further questions.
The case was already closed.
Not until I say it's closed. It's now closed.
No, it's now closed officially. I'm the host. Camera one on me. Don't go.